diplomatic correspondent assesses the...
We don't just report the news, we explain it. The BBC's World Briefing, a roundup of all the main international news, business and sport. World Briefing from the BBC.
Weekdays 6 p.m. on Talk Radio Europe.
Ever wish you could read more often, but just don't seem to find the time? Now you can listen to your favourite author, wherever you are. Talk Radio Europe has teamed up with Audible to offer you a free digital audiobook. Choose from an online library of over 60,000 titles with a special 30-day free trial. Listen to your audiobook on your iPod, iPhone, iPad, on compatible mobile phones, MP3 players, or you can even burn a CD and listen in the car. Your free audiobook is yours to keep, whether you decide to cancel within your 30-day trial period or not. There's nothing to lose. Just click on the audible.co.uk banner on the TRE website, talkradioeurope.com today. Where and how you choose to listen, we leave entirely up to you.
If you're from the UK but live in Spain, make sure you're registered on the Padrón. If you're not, you may find you won't be entitled to important things like healthcare and social services. Registering could also get you discounts on language classes and leisure activities. For more details, go to the UK and Spain website, ukandspain.fco.gov.uk.
Talk Radio Europe. We are your voice in Spain. This is Your Voice in Spain, Talk Radio Europe. For advertising and sponsor packages, contact the Talk Radio Europe Sales Department on 952 799 953 or click on the Sales tab at talkradioeurope.com.
With Liberty's new and improved home insurance, excess water consumption from undetected leaks is covered. No wonder we're the market leaders. Call Liberty Seguros now on 902-255-258. See your broker or visit libertyexpatriates.es. Liberty Seguros, the expat's #1 choice. Conditions apply.
TRE, Talk Radio Europe. Open Hearts and Minds with Richard Waterbourne.
So just on the subject of the crop circles, it's quite extraordinary what is happening at the moment. The crop circle seasons, each one is different, but usually at this time of year, July is usually a kind of peak month in terms of the numbers of circles that appear, but you might get one every 2 or 3 days. You might get a report of one, and then 2 or 3 days later a report of another one. For the last few days, they've been coming in 2 or 3 at a time every day. There's just been like a frenzy going on, and not just in the sort of crop circle centre, epicentre in Wiltshire in England, but all over the world. There have been circles reported in other European countries, in other continents. It's really quite extraordinary. I get notification from a couple of the crop circle websites. I just automatically receive an email every time there's one, and it's like I can just click on my inbox and just in the browser I can see 4 or 5 notifications, and I just clicked on one there during the break, and it's really quite extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. Often people who sort of study the crop circles and research them and go and visit them and photograph them, they sometimes discern certain themes that seem to run through a particular season or a part of a season. And that's definitely been true this season. And interestingly enough for me, it's been a theme very relevant to me, very close to my heart. It's images from a whole language, if you like, from a whole teaching of delivered through sacred geometry that I've been very involved with for many years. And some of the images, something called the Flower of Life, which you may have heard me speak about on the show before, and several of the images over the last month or two have been directly out of those set of sacred geometrical images. And sacred geometry is indeed, it's a language. It's sometimes called the language of light. So for me, seeing these images popping up in the fields is very exciting. And what's been interesting is that it seems to have another experience that a lot of researchers, people who get involved with the crop circles have, is the idea that somehow they're being communicated with individually, that their own thoughts, wishes, ideas are being responded to in the fields. And it would certainly be very easy for me to have that, to believe that that's what's happening, because some of these images that I was telling you about that are just directly out of the work that I've been teaching actually appeared last weekend while I was actively engaged in teaching the stuff, sharing it with a group of people in a workshop at the weekend. So when these kind of things happen, it really does make you think. But the image that I just clicked on there during the commercial break, and I'm looking at it's right in front of me now, is just from a completely different genre altogether. I don't know what to call it. I don't know how you would classify it. Modern art, I think, is the closest, something that's almost reminiscent of one of the sort of French modernists, like or the he's not French, he's Chagall. I'm thinking the images almost straight out of Chagall, absolutely beautiful, graceful, but at the moment beats me what they mean, and it's as if suddenly the muse has jumped into another gear altogether. And as I'm heading over there tomorrow, I'm getting more and more excited, and can't wait to go out and explore some of these amazing formations for myself. If you are interested to see what I'm talking about, you can do that very easily, and you don't have to move from your own office or living room. There are several excellent websites that you can go on. Some of them are free, some of them ask for a small subscription to finance their research, but and you can see all these circles as they appear. You can look back over the formations for the year. You can look back over past years, and just so much there to see. So one that I'm affiliated to that I've found very good is called the Crop Circle Connector. So you can just Google that. It's very easy, Crop Circle Connector. They not only publish aerial photographs, but they also, wherever possible, they publish photographs that are taken on the ground, so that you can look at the microstructure of the formation, which again can tell us a lot about it and how it was formed. And witness reports, people on the ground who've been in, and they send in their comments to what they've seen and what they've experienced, and that can be very interesting as well. You very often hear people saying that their cameras malfunctioned, or I was just reading a report this morning of somebody who went in with a compass, and the compass on their mobile phone. Apparently these days you can get everything on a mobile phone these days, but they had some form of compass on their mobile phone that just went crazy as soon as they walked into the circle. So it really brings it to life for you. So if it is a subject that you are intrigued by, even if you're skeptical about it, why not take a look? So the Crop Circle Connector is one. Another one that I am joined up to is called Temporary Temples, which is a wonderful name for these, because they are, in a way, I sometimes call them the religious icons of our time, although in some cases they only last a few days, or in some cases only a few hours before a farmer cuts them out, but they make a very powerful statement. So Temporary Temples is another one, and the couple who run that, the Alexanders, Karen Alexander was a guest on this show a few weeks ago, and she's also the organizer of the annual Crop Circle conference or lectures that are on this weekend and are part of what I'm going over for. So if you're interested to know more about that, go on to the Temporary Temples website and you will find out all you want to know. Commercial break coming up.
Don't forget Soli Sombra, Saturday between 1 and 2 and 7 and 8, where you can hear music like this. And what's more, nobody's talking over it. Join me if you can, Saturday between 1 and 2 and 7 and 8, for 2 hours of the very best, latest contemporary music. And if you know who this is, I'm impressed.
If you're looking for the best apartments, villas and luxury properties on the beautiful Costa del Sol, visit dreamsoverseas.com. With a network of around 500 European real estate agents and mortgage brokers offering every type of resale property, new homes, new developments, bank repossessions and distressed sale bargains. Dreamsoverseas.com is the one-stop answer. So, look at what we have to offer. Visit our website, dreamsoverseas.com, or click on our banner at talkradioeurope.com.
Open Hearts and Minds with Richard Waterbourne.
Now, just in case you hadn't realised, or it had passed you by, or you didn't know, tomorrow something is starting, something kicks off tomorrow evening, the 2012 Olympics in London. After all the build-up, it's been going on for years and has really been ramping up in the last few weeks. After all the revelations, the dramas to do with security and all of that, finally the show is about to get underway. And I tend to just take a back seat, really. I haven't really got too involved in any of it, either from the sporting point of view or from the political point of view. But I have been aware of a very strong, if you like, undercurrent to do with these Olympics, to do with the fact that they are falling on 2012, and to do with the fact that they are occurring in London. And I've had several emails over the course of the few weeks from listeners who are very exercised about it and think that there is more going on than meets the eye, and have been sent various links to other information sites to do with what you might call the alternative view, or the deeper view of what may be happening, or what may actually happen during the Olympics. And so I decided, given the day that's in it, and that this only happens once every 4 years, and this particular set of circumstances probably will never happen again, this coming together of the Olympics with the year 2012 in London, that I would at least share some of this information with you to see what you might think about it, and also just to perhaps open your eyes to not so much to some of the more extravagant scenarios or predictions that are being bandied around, but just at a very fundamental level. This is a huge piece of theatre. It's a huge piece of PR that's about to get rolled out here. They estimate that 1 billion people will be exposed to this. That's in advertising terms, that's pretty huge coverage. That's massive coverage. And so it's an incredible opportunity. It's not only that people's eyes on it, it's people's attention is on it, one way or another, with all the the hype about the security and the sort of shambles that happened, and people's fears, the missiles being put on roofs, and the sort of fears about what that might be about. it's really grabbed attention in an